Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Post the other day and it asked, when was your first personal racist experience? Um yeah, so if it's gonna be probably sensitive for some people, so if you don't like it, then please by all means do not watch it. I just want to give like my kind of experience. So for me, my very first one, because I have so many back to when I was in like elementary school. Um, but I'll give you guys some stories over like some things that I've been through being my color. Because I don't really say that I am mixed. I usually just say I'm black because I am majority black. So I usually just say I'm black. And so growing up, how I grew up with different hair texture, a little lighter complexion, I got I got crap from all over. Um, like I've told you guys before in like several videos back, I had a lot of white friends growing up. Yeah, my best friend was white. I'm not going to lie. Me and her still talk every now and again. We're not as close. Obviously, we're grown. I'm married. She's getting married. So like, yeah, we still communicate through like social media, but it's nothing how it used to be. Um, but a lot of my friends were white. I had maybe one or two black friends, and I didn't even get black friends until I was in junior high, which for us is 6th through 8th grade. Yeah, I didn't get black friends until like 6th grade. I had acquaintances that were black, obviously. So I had people that looked like me. We just always weren't together. And I didn't become more, I don't know if it was, I don't know really why. But yeah, so growing up, I was always told that, because I seen one of my other girls that I went to school with, she said the same thing. And I actually didn't know people told her that. I was always told I was one of the whitest black girls that people knew. And back then you laugh like, that's funny. Like, you kind of took it as a compliment. But now, like, being grown, being proud of who I am, and being proud of and comfortable in my skin, it's definitely not a compliment. It's rather racist. And then I used to get people used to tell me all the time. I don't really understand like how I don't understand this at all. People used to tell me all the time like that I used to dress white. I never understood like how you could dress white, or they would tell me I'm trying to be like a white girl. I never understood that. I mean, I had like micro braids in 6th grade. I had some like, the little short, thin, they're like really tiny micro braids, and then they're like hair, like actual straight hair at the end. I had those. I wore sew-ins. But until like junior high, and really all through junior high, I wore like my own hair. My mom permed my hair a lot, which I talked about that in a video several videos back. My allergies are killing me, y'all. But yeah, I don't know like how, but I got to list a lot. I'll try to like attach some videos to this if I can find any. I don't really have videos of like full outfits. Yeah. But I used to get told all the time that I was trying to dress white or act white. And I just never understood like how you can dress a color. And then when I was working, I'm not gonna put the place out or the person's name because like we've gotten over it. I spoke how I felt because now, like I told y'all, I'm black and I'm proud. Can't nobody tell me nothing. But when I was at work, it was my first job ever, and a lot of people actually know what my first job was, but I'm not, like I said, I'm not gonna disclose that. One of my managers, which we didn't call them managers, but like one of the managers, that way everybody knows what I'm talking about, asked me, it was supposed to be like a joke, and he was like, hey, he was like, oh, you want to hear this joke? I just found you want to hear this joke I just heard out. And I was like, sure, what's up? Because we're like working, getting ready to close and stuff. And he said, what's the only, I can't even think of the exact joke because it's been like 5 years. But he basically said, what is the only name a black girl has that doesn't start with an A? And I started thinking like all of the girls that worked there, it was only like 4 of us black girls there, and all of our ended with an A. And we all ended with an A. Matter of fact, we all ended and started with an A. And I was like, I don't know. Because, like, I was kind of over it. And he basically said ebony. And I was like, it wasn't funny to me. I never laughed. He was like cracking up, and I was like, it's not funny. And then I started thinking, like, there's so many other names you could have picked from. There's Ashley. There's, and like, it was pretty like so funny. But like after a while, I told him how I felt about it. I was like, I don't feel like that was funny. I felt like it was very inappropriate. I don't think you should make jokes like that, because someone that isn't comfortable or is too comfortable in their skin, they might go off on you about it. And he was like, oh, I'm so sorry, like I wasn't meaning to offend you, I just heard somebody say the joke, and I was like, well, you should do your research before you start saying stuff, because it's not always, and like we got over that. And then I remember when I was working, they would always say, like, because I worked in a predominantly white place. It was only after one black girl quit, it was only three black people left in the entire store. There was Hispanics, obviously, but there was only 3 black people, only girls. And I would be the only one standing up for black people in general. And it kind of bothered me, because I was like, I'm not the only black person. Like, say something when they say something to you. Educate them. Like, they obviously don't know, so educate them. And also when I was working at Walmart, I'll just say Walmart, because there's so many Walmarts out there. I got asked one time, what are you? And that, like, I was like, what? No one's ever asked me, what are you? Like, that is so rude. It's rather racist. Like, don't walk up to somebody and ask them, what are you? And I was like, I'm a girl. And he was like, no, what are you? And I was like, I don't understand what you're trying to ask me. And he was like, what are you? And I was like, I feel like that's personal, and I am at work, therefore you shouldn't be, starting this. And then another time, like I said, there's so many stories I have. This is going to be the last story, because I can tell that this is running on and on. But another story I have is also when I was working at Walmart, and this is when the Black Lives Matter movement, like, really picked up. I can't remember after whose death it was, but it's when they started doing, like, Blue Lives Matter, versus, like, the Black Lives Matter, and it makes me sick. So this lady came in with, like, some blue ribbon, and she was, like, giving them out or whatever, and she asked me, did I want one? And I was like, what are these for? And she was like, it's for the cops, because Blue Lives Matter. And I was like, and Black Lives Matter. And she was like, well, Blue Lives Matter. And I was like, again, Black Lives Matter, ma'am. And so she was like, well, do you want one? And I was like, I mean, because I have a lot of, well, they're not even police officers, but they work, within the system. She's like, well, you definitely should take one. And I was like, no, because I become black before I become anything. And she was like, and she went and told my manager about it. And I was like, I don't care. You came personal to me. So, like, what? But, yeah, that's just, like, some breakdowns of kind of the stories I've been through. I really want to do more detail. But if I do detail, I'll have to do one story at a time, because it's so intense of some of the stuff I've been through. I've been called the N-word by Caucasians. I've actually defriended family members for saying racist things. I don't care. Yeah. So that's really it. I just kind of wanted to give y'all my experience and why I stand so strong, because I know I told you guys in several videos back why I stand so strong with unfriending people and deleting people off social media. And this is why. I've been through racist things my entire life, and I've never said anything about it. So I feel like now that I'm 100% comfortable in my skin and who I am and with my hair, like, I'm going to stand up for what I believe in, whether you're family members or not. And, like, that's really it. So, yeah. Like and subscribe. Bye, guys.